Have you stopped getting faster on your runs? Do you feel like no matter what you do or how hard you train, you don't seem to be getting any quicker? We've all been there and it's very frustrating. In this video, we're going to go through 7 ways that you can keep improving your running, why you might have stopped getting faster, and if you stick around until the end, we are going to reveal the one thing that you must do as a runner to stop this from ever happening again. I'm Ryan from Unstoppable and we help runners reach their full potential, so let's get into it. If you aren't getting faster, we need to know where you stand first. Firstly, so that we can see how much you will improve when watching this video in a few weeks' time, and secondly, so we can definitely say that we are not improving right now, because sometimes you feel like you're not improving, but you might be. So what baselines should you establish? Here's a few things to note: your current speed, your paces per kilometre or miles over the distance that you're running right now, how fast you're doing your chosen distance, your resting heart rate, your heart rate when you're exercising, and perhaps even your cadence, which is the number of steps that you are taking per minute when you're running. You can do all of this from a Garmin Forerunner. This is our chosen running watch. I've been using this for over 5 years, and I can honestly say this is the only running watch you are ever going to need. And we've put the link in the description to get this one. If you've stopped improving, ask yourself this question: do you vary your run training with different types of runs throughout the week? We get used to what we do repeatedly, and to get better, we need variety and to be outside of our comfort zone. As you go through different phases of your running seasons, you should be focusing on different types of runs. So what are the different types of runs that you can do? Interval runs. This is where you do short bursts of high intensity followed by periods of low intensity. This helps to improve your speed endurance. An example of an interval run session could be 1 minute of running at 95% followed by 1 minute of jogging at a very slow pace and repeating this 10 to 15 times. You could also do a tempo run. These help you to run faster for longer. Here you run at a high intensity, usually around your lactate threshold for 20 to 60 minutes. Your lactate threshold is kind of like the point when your car's engine starts to overheat. When you push the car too hard for too long, it produces more heat than the cooling system can handle. In the same way, when you exercise intensely, your muscles produce more lactate than your body can clear out. Improving your lactate threshold is like upgrading your car's cooling system so that it can handle higher speeds without overheating. You could also do some hill reps. This helps to improve your aerobic power, which helps you to be more resistant to pain and getting tired, and they also help you to improve your glute and hamstring strength. A hill rep session might be 20 seconds of running up a hill followed by a walk or a jog back, and repeating this 6 to 10 times. Another type of run is the long, slow run. As the name says, it's a long run at a comfortable pace, which gives you the raw endurance that you need as a runner. These are my favorite runs because you can just switch off, soak yourself in a book, podcast, or listen to some music. So the first point here is to vary your runs. If you haven't tried some of the runs that we've mentioned here, now is the time to give them a go. You're varying your training. How else can you continue to make progress? You look at your run form and how you can improve it. This is so important for being a fast, efficient runner, reducing your risk of injury, and just exerting less effort when you run. So what can you do here? Start with your posture. Keep your head up. Imagine that somebody is pulling a piece of string from the top of your head. Keep your shoulders relaxed. You can do this by smiling every now and again during your run. Lean forward slightly to naturally move forward. Focus on forefoot striking, not heel striking, and lightly cup your hands and let your hands swing towards the midline of your chest and then away from. So that's a few ways that you can improve your running form. To improve it, you need to practice running drills that reinforce proper movement patterns. So what can you do here? A-B skips, B skips, high knees, heel flicks, skips, and running strides. As well as physically practicing the drills, you can visualize yourself doing these too. And finally, use video analysis tools to identify and correct form issues. Until you actually see what you look like, you don't know if you're actually doing it properly. Do you do any strength training right now? This is vital for building powerful muscles that allow you to be a faster, more efficient runner. Exercises like squats, lunges, and deadlifts target the key muscle groups that are used when you're running. As well as being strong, you need to be able to move your body fast. And to achieve this, you should be doing some explosive movements. Things that you could do here are squat jumps, ankle hops, skips, and med ball slams. You have good running form, you're strong, and you're still not improving. What else can you focus on? How tight would you say your muscles are right now? When did you last stretch or foam roll? The reason that I'm asking these questions is because when your muscles are tight and your body is trying to move through a full range of motion, this is a problem. What this is going to mean is shorter stride lengths and a slower running speed. So what can you do to improve your mobility? Well, the first thing you can do is dynamic stretches, which should be part of your warm-up. Things that you can do here are leg swings, a single leg deadlift, cat camels, walking quad stretches, hamstring sweeps, walking lunges, arm swings, and threading the needle. The second thing is static stretches, which should be part of your cool downs. Things that you can do here are the standing quad stretch, piriformis stretch, the hamstring stretch, and the calf stretch. You should be holding these for around 15 to 30 seconds. If you are tight, hold it for 30. If you are all good, then maybe hold this for 15 seconds. And third and finally, foam roll at least every other day. You should be doing 1 to 3 minutes per muscle group. What you can do here is the quad foam roll, the hamstring foam roll, and the calf foam roll. Another reason that you may have stopped getting faster is how well you are or aren't recovering between your running or strength training sessions. The goal of any athlete or runner is to improve their performance, maximize their recovery so that they can be ready to train quicker and more often and minimize their risk of injury. There are so many things that can impact your recovery. Let me just ask you a few questions. Do you think you could be overtraining right now? Are you sleeping 7 to 9 hours a day consistently? Is there a lot of stress in your life right now? Would you say your nutrition is as good as it can be? Are you having plenty of fruits, vegetables, proteins, and healthy fats throughout the day? Do you drink plenty of water each day? If the questions that I just asked made you think, it's time to start prioritizing your recovery. The best place to start with this is your sleep. This is the foundation of your health and your performance. Cut caffeine to no later than midday. Set a regular wake-up time. Improve the quality of your diet and spend less time on your phone at night. We could go forever and a day on this topic, but click the link up here to see how you can get more better quality sleep. Also, look at your training. Do you have weeks where you do less running, less intense sessions, and lift lighter weights? Like I said earlier, have a deload in your training. It gives your body and your mind time to get some extra rest and recovery. Have at least one day a week where you are quite literally resting. If you do train a lot, having a day where you barely move is actually quite a good thing. I do 10 training sessions a week, 3 gym, 4 boxing, 3 runs. On Sunday, I do very little. Maximum, I would say 5,000 steps. I drink plenty of water, I stretch, foam roll, I eat good quality food, and I sleep 7 to 9 hours. We touched on this in the last point, but your fuel, your hydration deserves its own point. Think of your body as a high performance engine that needs the right fuel to run efficiently. There are 3 things that you need a healthy balance of: carbohydrates, proteins, and healthy fats. Carbs are your main energy source. Protein repairs muscles, and fats, they support your overall health. The goal with your plate of food should be to make it as colourful as possible. Fill a third with protein, a third with carbs, and then fill the rest with fruits and or vegetables and a sprinkling of fats. Vary what you eat and you will make sure that you get plenty of different vitamins and minerals into your body too. As well as your food, your hydration is so important as well. This keeps all parts of your body running smoothly. Hydrate properly before, during, and after your runs. The easiest way to know if you are hydrated is to look at the colour of your pee. If it is dark yellow, drink more. If it is clear, you are pretty well hydrated. It makes sense after your run to have a drink with electrolytes in it to replace what you've just lost throughout the run too. Earlier we said there is one thing that you must focus on to never be in this position again. To continue improving your running, you must continue to improve your mindset. Your mindset is your attitude and your most powerful tool. How can you improve your mindset? You accept that plateaus are just part of the journey and that everybody has them. Do not let a setback stop you from everything you've achieved so far. You just need to keep going. Focus on the positives rather than the negatives. We experience what we focus on. The negatives are always available, but so are the positives. Focus produces the meaning produces the emotions, and the emotions produce the action. Focus on what you have rather than what's missing. Progress can be more than the speed you are running at. Stop looking back, look forward. Focus on where you're going, look forward on what you are going to continue to achieve. And also, be your own cheerleader. Tell yourself you're slow, you will be slow. Tell yourself you're tired, you will be tired. When you tell yourself something, you will find evidence to support it. So focus on telling yourself good things. Like I say, be your own cheerleader. So that's how you can keep improving as a runner. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below and let us know what you would like us to cover next. If you want to see how we can help, click the link in the description, book a call with one of our team, and let's see how we can help you reach your running goals.